Yo, what up, Freshies? This is your boy Q from Island City Radio. We are here in Hollywood, California.
Talo Falava, also from Goodna, Lishi here.
Yorana is Ngahina from the beautiful island of Tahiti.
Talo Falava, I'm Seda.
I'm Tuku. I'm Amanda.
I'm Sia.
And we're at Mangere Art Centre. Let's go.
Kia ora whānau, my name is Jake Mokmoko. This is my beautiful wife, Claire Barley.
This season is hosted by all of us, everyone, us, the people.
It's Worldwide Fresh this season.
Worldwide Fresh this season.
Fresh from the people,
For the people.
Just chilling in the hometown, Ipswich. It's Goodna. About to go to the studio after this, put in some work.
Island City is the only Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander-owned radio station that broadcasts in Hollywood, California.
Here's what's coming up on your show today.
Here's what's coming up on your show today.
Here's what's coming up on your show today.
What's up, Freshies? We are
Tone6.
and this is
Did you know?
Oh! Yo!
Hey yo, what's up, Jake?
Yeah! Sis!
How's it going?
Good.
Welcome to our brand new panel show, where if you got something to say, you better say it with your chest.
Malolele, ko hokuinga, ko Brontoni. Welcome to Cultural Refresh with a short introduction on Tongan Ngatu.
Hello and warm Pacifica greetings to you all. My name is Nofalisi Leslie Hala and I am a proud Niuean who hails from the villages of Tonga and Hikutapaki. I am also a part of a Niuean New Zealand Takalo group who will be performing the biggest, and I mean the biggest, Takalo in New Zealand. I'm feeling very nervous and I can't wait to see the boys' reaction as well.
A good chunk have danced before. A significant chunk of the group have never done a takalo before, but saw the opportunity to jump in.
Sam mentioned the idea to me and I was like automatically there. What else would you do? You know, we're Niuean, so we do Niuean things.
We're all working towards the same goal and we're all on the same path, same journey. We might be different levels, but you know we're on the same road.
Like I'm gonna ask you some questions. Okay, I'll ask you some questions. Why am I here?
I thought it was a bit of a need in our Niue community for Niue men to connect with our language and culture. Just wanted to create a vehicle specifically for the men that would perhaps attract them, and that was the takalo.
How nervous are you guys for tomorrow's performance?
I'm really nervous.
And why is that?
Language, just pronunciation, just try to make sure I get it right.
I think it's paramount knowing that percentage-wise there's only 11% of tangata Niue that actually wangahau. So these sort of events, particularly for males in the Niue space, is fundamentally important.
So at the moment we are currently making our costumes for tomorrow, and we have a whole village with us tonight. We have a lot of aunties, a lot of mums here, because the boys are pretty useless, we can't really weave.
I didn't even know we were gonna make this stuff or even be in this like actual stuff. I thought we were gonna be in Sax, eh?
It's a mean buzz. This is my first time doing a colour like this and it's really nice to jam with all these guys, eh? Yeah, but I'm hyped for tomorrow.
Woo! Excited, man. Keen. First time here at Ihumātao. Nice to be here with all the boys. A lot of hard work went into this, so this is the day, man.
I feel very humbled and blessed to be here in Ihumātao, especially with everything that's been going on lately with all the protests and stuff.
Even from day one, from watching the practices, today's just become more real because we're here on the land and doing this special performance to look after our culture as well, but also acknowledge where we are staying here in New Zealand. Feel proud for the boys, feel proud for Niue, feel proud for just being in this space, so it's real special, bro.
Very
video ke whenua nei.
I hope they did all right today. No mistakes. Say the words properly, sing and dance properly. I'm very proud of them, and I'm proud to be Niueans.
Doing this for Niuean, this is for Ihumātao, this is for all our people. This is all our people that are fighting the good fights across New Zealand, across the Pacific, everywhere. Hello, wailahi mai.
Tu mai taloa! Tu mai taloa! Takalo e! Atua e langi tuaua! Whakamoluina mai! E au tupuake! Kia ponotaki! Mai tofi mau! E whakao Niue! Tu mai! Tu mai! Tu mai atoa e! Whakalulu! Whakalulu! Kekai poe! Kekai poe! Kekai poe! Niue! Ia whakamemo! Poe paraka! Poe whakamau! Toloa! 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 Bula from Fiji.
You're watching Fresh.
Everybody,
It's time for some Fresh
comedy.
Yo! Yo!
Hey, yo, what's up, dude?
Yeah. Sis!
How's it going?
Good. It's been ages. How you been?
Hold up.
Search for the sixth. As you can tell by the name, is us searching for our sixth member. Our original member, Aja Bahira, had moved over to Australia to be with her family.
I think Tonga slowly coming to the table in terms of, empowering women, but I mean, I don't see it happening anytime soon.
The conversation in Fiji would be 110% different in terms of societal views and the pressure that comes from being a heavily Christianised society.
We measure the Ngatu by a unit called langanga. Okay, so the langanga is about a foot or just over a foot in length.
Kia ora, welcome back to Fresh. This guy.
What's up, it's Te Rautapa and you're watching Fresh.
Malolele, ko hokuinga ko Bronsoni. Welcome to Cultural Refresh with a short introduction on Tongan Ngatu. Okay, so Tongan Ngatu is an aspect of Tongan culture that is utilised for a lot of special occasions or any special occasions, and it's like no Tongan occasion is complete without tangata or the presence of tangata. The word that's commonly used for ngatu is across the Pacific is tapa, which is actually a Tongan word. So Tapa or tapa in Tongan are the white edges or four corners or edges of Ngatu. We measure the Ngatu by a unit called langanga. Okay, so the langanga is about a foot or just over a foot in length. And we measure the Ngatu by however many langanga you have within that Ngatu. And if you have 1,000 langanga maybe, they would call it lauteao. So very rarely do you have pieces of Ngatu to that size, but is often given as gifts to the royal family. So a couple of kupesi that are commonly used in Ngatu designing is the manulua, which represents sort of the birds. Fata o tuitonga is the carrier for the tuitonga. Okay, and that's also mixed in with the symbol for the langi tombs of which the tuitonga were buried in. And the tokelau wheletoa is a kupesi or pattern that was created in Wheletoa, which is an area in Vava. I really, really hope that this art form stays alive and well. We're lucky in Tonga because Tongans are known as the masters or the kings of tapa cloth making in the Pacific. And so I think if the young women or anyone who is keen on learning the art take it up and continue to produce ngatu, not just for the art form, but to fuakaveinga or to, sort of meet their obligations as Tongans.
What's up, Freshies? We are
Tone6.
and this is
Did You Know?
One thing that I know most people don't know about me is that I have a thing for short nails. I even do it with everybody here. If their nails are long, I make them cut it straight away.
I really like cereal. I'll eat cereal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We are on the search for the 6th and we're setting up to watch the auditions that have come through. And yeah, how are you guys feeling? Search for the 6th. As you can tell by the name, is us searching for our 6th member. Our original member, Aja Brigida, had moved over to Australia to be with her family.
For the first phase of the video auditions, heaps of videos that came in.
You know what, Sassy? That was the Sassy!
We only had 10? Yeah, so we had 10 that came into our face-to-face auditions. And then from that, I think we took 5. And then from that 5, we went down to our top 3, where we performed with them for the finale.
This for us was kind of like an X Factor. And here we have Shaylin.
Like with me seeing all their videos on Insta, that was like buzzing for me. So I'm gonna be seeing these guys singing in front of me. But yeah.
So our series was based off our audience on our social media platforms. A lot of them were wanting to tune into the process of Search for the 6th. So we actually didn't have any professional camera crew come through. We used Viliami's nieces, cousins, sisters.
It was really cool to see our fan base tune in to our live session that night. Yeah, so many people were just so curious to see, and it was also really nice to have our supporters' opinion on our new member.
Yeah, still trying to get used to these interviews, but yeah, I'll get to it.
Last year, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion stormed the charts and TikTok with their smash hit WAP. Most embraced the song as an anthem for female empowerment. Is WAP female empowerment?
I feel like the more we talk about sex and normalize sex, it becomes safer for us.
I got young kids, so play like a, do you wanna build a snowman? That kind of, you know, we're on that vibe, so I'm gonna stay there. I'm not gonna go from that to WAP like overnight.
My name is Joanna and you're watching Fresh.
This is Takalo. You're watching Fresh TV. Keep it fresh. Kia ora, I'm Wari Kopu and you're keeping it fresh.
What's up? And in the words of Judith Collins, talofa. And welcome to our brand new panel show, where if you got something to say, you better say it with your chest. We would like to welcome our very special guests and their chests to the panel today. Last year, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion stormed the charts and TikTok with their smash hit WAP. It's an acronym for Wet as Animal with 9 Lives. Most embraced the song as an anthem for female empowerment, but the backlash was just as damp. Some people were saying the song is damaging the minds of our young women. Is WAP female empowerment?
I feel like the more we talk about sex and normalize sex, it becomes safer for us. So we can't be consistently talking about keeping women safe and keeping them in safe spaces if we're not going to openly have the conversations about sex.
I consider myself more personally conservative, but I can still have respect for other women in the way that they want to be empowered.
For me as a Tongan, I won't be able to watch that with my sister or anything like that, but I'm all about empowering our women. There are other ways. My kids watch this on TikTok, you know, and as a parent, I'm like, gee whiz.
I got young kids, so play like a, do you wanna build a snowman? You know, we're on that vibe, so I'm gonna stay there. I'm not gonna go from that to WAP like overnight.
No, I completely understand the whole age-appropriate ideas, but then again, we have to like question age-appropriate to who, like where does the word appropriate sit, it sits within your values, right? And so you just have to think like, obviously, Pacific people in general, we're very conservative and very Christian.
And I feel like as Pacific Islanders, we kind of boxed in even more.
Do you think that there's any context in a conservative Pacific Christian setting where you can feel empowered and you know, be confident in your sexuality?
Well, I would say that even if you do sit on the more conservative side, I feel like you shouldn't have a say on the other side then. Like, you sit and make your own decisions and don't try and make a decision for other women.
Exactly, I'm with her.
Yeah? Love it. I love it. Is it different when you go back to that motherland, and how do you kind of have those conversations, I guess?
The conversation in Fiji would be 110% different. There's no way. Fijian women are very conservative, and that's not to say that they don't have autonomy and that they aren't sexual and amazing, but in terms of societal views and the pressure that comes from being a heavily Christianized society,
right.
Fijian women are miles behind in terms of being able to be out loud and proud about their bodies, owning their sexuality, owning what.
Me growing up here in New Zealand, I couldn't even watch TV with my sister. I couldn't even swear in front of her, let alone watch a video clip like this. You know?
Wow.
So it's like, you know, you can't even have that conversation. But I think Tonga slowly coming to the table in terms of, you know, empowering women. But I mean, I don't see it happening anytime soon.
I know that WAP is being played in Samoa. Like, I have friends that still live in Samoa. But I used to work at a nightclub in Samoa. And like, the song that people would go off to is My Neck, My Back.
That was the song. Oh, when that goes off.
That like, and it's like, and the customers are all from the village. Like, they're all like my village friends. Like, they come from Kua for a weekend in Apia, and they just go off. And it just shows that, like, even though you may be conservative Monday to Friday, when the weekend hits,
Yeah, you're out the gate. And then the next morning, they're all at church like this.
It's called range. Do you think that artists like Megan, Cardi, and you both, like, do you think that you have a responsibility to censor your content for the sake of other people's children or other people in general?
My genre is reggae, and it's all about, you know, good vibes, talking about, you know, struggles and things like that. So I've never had any you know, swear words in our music or anything like that.
I got heaps of them. I never really cared of what anyone had to say about my music. I just wanted to speak and represent where we're from and what we're going through. But I do realize now I go to pick up my kids from school and they're like, hey man, that's Poetik. And like they follow on social media, so I had to clean up my image on social media a little bit as opposed to what it was 5 years ago. You should be aware. You know, like us, we got younger ones looking up to us. Give them something to look up to.
So you do feel a sense of responsibility
Definitely.
to your audience?
Definitely, and I didn't ask for it. It's scary, but you gotta step up. We're not raising followers, we're raising leaders. So we gotta do what's right. If we empower women, we empower ourselves. Respect women, or I'm gonna get you.
If you want to be a part of the conversation, go online, tell us your opinions, tell us your thoughts on Twitter, Instagram, all of that, and hashtag it with Say It With Your Chest.
Yo, that is all the time that we have.
And that's all the time we have, Fresh Fam.
Make sure you come back next week for more.
Shout out to my friends out there in Aotearoa.
DA and Kaila from Whangarei and Patrick in Las Vegas.
A massive shout out to my family out in Central and also my family out in West Auckland.
Maruru, Yorana, Parheana.
Mad love, have a good weekend. Say less.
This is Fresh. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Fellow for your graces, welcome to Fresh.
Fresh Season 11.
Yorana, it's Ari, all the way from Tahiti, where we are keeping it fresh.
Have you ever seen this flag before? This is the Morning Star flag.
Tune in next week, same time, same place, and don't forget to keep it fresh.